We're back on the Western Downs in Queensland. It's March, and there's been some good rain the last couple of days. And Pippa Kern is back looking for frogs' eggs.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, and actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
There are several frog species out and about, all capitalising on the sudden availability of water.
His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday.
Not to mention the other creatures
Let your children play.
that were congregating on the road.
If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah.
And then we found them. A whole pool of ornate burrowing frogs looking for a mate. Early the next morning, Pippa has come back to where we found the male ornate burrowing frogs calling last night. She's looking for foam egg masses left over after breeding. She needs to collect eggs from several different egg masses and keep them separate in their own Ziploc bag before transporting them back to the University of Queensland, where they'll be put into controlled conditions.
Okay, so after last night, we've come back to where we heard the chorus and we found the egg masses of the ornate burrowing frog, which we've got here. And there's definitely egg masses from at least 2 different species. You can tell these apart if you look down here. There's a fairly collapsed foam nest. So it's easy to distinguish them from the foam nests of Tasmaniensis, which are really nice and fluffy and retain that for a couple of days. The ornate burrowing frogs develop very rapidly. They're already turning into embryos as we stand here.
Pippa is investigating the effect of temperature on frog development, so she records the temperature of the water in the breeding pools.
It's currently 22 degrees.
Last time we were out here, there was no standing water in the grasslands by the side of the road. But after the heavy rain, there's an abundance of short-term breeding sites, an event that may not happen again for a year, or even more. When you collect the egg masses from the ponds, do you take all the eggs?
No, we just take less than 50% of an individual egg mass to ensure that each individual still has reproductive capacity in their environment.
How many egg masses do you collect?
Today we collected about 4 or 5 egg masses, but there was plenty more, so we're trying not to have an impact on the population.
Stay tuned for the next installment when we step into the lab with Pippa to find out exactly why she studies frogs.